good? What's good?
I'm dreaming of.
Back with another one.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy Nels Speaking Life, aka Nels, the Life Speaker. And you know who I got with me. You already see him.
Yes, sir. Your boy
Can
Juice
you give
back in the building? You know what I'm saying?
Juice is back in the building. You heard?
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. We had so much fun on last one.
Thanks.
We had to do it again. Keep it rolling. Definitely wanna shout out anybody that's supporting, that's seen the last video, any comments, any like, all that. It's appreciated. We appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely do.
We want to keep this thing rolling. We want to keep this platform for uplifting and positivity, and we want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we might be able to feed y'all some information that might help y'all out. You feel me? So, without further ado, Juice, what's good again?
So, my boy.
My boy, always, I feel great. I feel great, you know what I'm saying? I ain't late, I'm here, baby. You know what I'm saying? We great.
I like it.
So, we talk relationship, we're gonna bring that stuff, the dating scene topics. I'm gonna get more people. He gonna get back on it. We got that coming for y'all. But we want to keep it moving so we can help different people out. You feel me? So on this one, what we talking about is what would you do if you were able to travel back in time to a version of yourself? What type of advice? That's all you could do now. You can only go back and give advice. You can't go back and change nothing. Well, that is changing something, but you can't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? People try to play the lotto, try to, you know what I'm saying?
Invest in Bitcoin.
You know what I'm saying? If yeah, you ain't lying. Invest in Bitcoin. That'd be the first thing I do. That'd be the first.
Apple,
ending all problems,
Bitcoin.
Bro. But I know when to get out too. I know when to get out. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, go back and start FanDuel. Anyways,
yeah, back to the top.
So yeah, whatever we can do, whatever you could tell yourself, a version of yourself, to either keep from making some mistakes that you made, or just in general, what would you?
Wow.
That's a moment that you would have to make a huge difference, possibly, for your future. All right. Now there's gonna be one more part to that question, but we're gonna wait for that. But this is the main topic. All right. I'm gonna give my version too. I got you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But excuse me, we're gonna start off with my boy Juice. You know, and you can give, like, when I say what version, I mean like what age, what, you know.
So the only question I have for the specifics is like, what's the requirements? Because it's different versions of myself that will give different advice for it.
Okay.
So it's like, there's no specific to the question at all, or
in a sense of what you would tell yourself, or when you say, so when I say which version, I'm not talking about the multiverse.
Understand?
Right.
I mean, as in, I could tell myself at 12 something. Then I may want to tell myself something at 24 or 18.
Nah, you got one goal, my boy.
One
go at it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the age whatever age you feel, and I think that's crazy, because whatever age people would pick, that probably was that pivotal point in their life where they feel things switched up for them. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
definitely got two peaks in my head.
Go on, narrow down, my boy. Can't get two. Got to be the one.
And I can only I can only have a 5-minute convo with myself type. Like,
we're not gonna do a time frame. As far as like how long, I'm not gonna put that much of an emphasis on it. You know, if you get into like quantum physics, quantum mechanics and stuff, it might be an issue at that
Of
point.
course, yeah.
But, you know, because we're talking about relevancy. But don't get me to start talking scientifical because I could do this. But no, we talking about for any, you know, set time. No, it don't have to be a set time. Just you could if you want to tell yourself 100 things, you can tell yourself 100 things. You feel me? It ain't that type. It's just only one point in your life that you can hit, and that version you can talk to. Y'all need to be thinking about this too, because
I will go. Since you said one, I will go back to junior year.
high school
High school
junior year. Okay, how old you would say you was? Probably
15, about to turn 16.
Okay.
So I was 15. I was trying out for varsity basketball, and I was competing. Like, I was doing all the drills, the runs, the push-ups, everything. And I was newer to the scene of coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So the coach singles me out and starts going off of me. And I look at him, and I'm like, you're singling me out, but all these other players like slacking, they not running the laps, not doing this. Come to find out, that's a form of coaching. That's seeing potential in somebody. So you be harder on that person because they see the potential in you.
Okay.
For me, not dealing with a lot of like
Discipline.
not discipline. A lot of sports.
Okay.
Not playing. I'll go outside and play. I'll just play around elementary, middle school. whatever. I never
Organized
play
sports.
organized sports. I didn't know that was just him for his form of coaching. I had a church member that played for us, and he was like, "Yo, he just saw potential in you." The reason I specifically will go back to that moment is because it was a pivotal time. I feel as if I won't go back to that 15, 16 era, I could fix a lot of things. I would tell myself, one, develop more discipline. Like, he's not coming at you, he's trying to build you. You know? That doesn't mean my skills was gonna develop to me to actually even make the team.
Right.
Like, technically, but like, it would have developed a different quality in me. I definitely would have took that. I definitely would have played rugby or played football. Cause I played it, but I didn't play it for our school. It just really opened my eyes to different opportunities.
To different things. And that's one thing we never, I don't mean to cut you off, but that's something that, you know, we don't understand at a younger age, that when people get on us that they're really trying to help us, and that they see something. That's one key thing. They see something potential in you. We just think, oh, they picking on me because whatever. Now, you probably, in some cases it might be, very few cases, but if they're really trying to instill something into you, they see some type of potential.
Actually, no. So I was 16 turning 17, which makes it even better. Because
Yeah, I was about to say you graduated early.
Yeah, no, I graduated at 18.
Yeah, okay,
So,
all right.
But no, also, like, I could take it, like, down deeper. At 16 turning 17, I definitely would have, like, spent more time with my family. But at that point, I would have warned myself about my mother. So when I would turn 18, that's when she became, like, officially sick. She went to the doctor and found out.
Oh, wow.
Stage 4 cancer, yes. So the tumor was stage 4. That didn't mean it popped overnight. We like, you know, you think of someone that's Superman or Superwoman. So, like, she's like, I'm okay, and doesn't go to the doctor. That's only a year and a half difference. So while I was developing myself through the basketball and trial, I would have warned myself, like, hey, be more on your mom about going to the doctor sooner. You know what I'm saying? That could have changed the trajectory of her illness. You know what I'm saying? Which would have changed the trajectory of my life and my family.
And your family.
You know what I'm saying?
Question, because
yeah.
I just want to shed some light on not going too deep, but
Yeah.
was your mother a single parent at the time? Was it just
Yeah.
her? Okay.
Yeah.
And she was working and all that.
Yeah, but that wasn't even a big thing. It's just like, because I had the support, it was me, her, and my, like, the household was strong enough that it wasn't that she missed time from work. It's just that, like, sometimes you don't think you're as sick as you are. You know, if you feel fine, let's say you have a knot on your leg and you feel fine, you're not gonna get a check. Sometimes you need to get that check.
Right.
You know, even specifically, not to deal with the crib, but I had my own illness with my leg.
Yeah, we'll push things off, you know what I'm saying, and treat it like it's just this or just
but
that.
for me coming back in time, I would have pushed her more.
Right, I feel
and
you.
if not me just pushing her, I would have pushed my family around us, her to push the issue more to go to the doctor sooner.
Right.
You know, that would have developed me to just keep her around. It would have developed my discipline with the basketball. With me knowing what I know now, I would have took all this information and applied myself better in school. I had the intellect. I just was more on lines of like, never did my homework. Go to class, get a 95 on the test, never did homework, caused my grades to slip. I was just saw more of the trajectory in my life and just fixed a lot of things, causing me to, when I did graduate, I would have like put myself in a different stratosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the way of thinking.
The way of thinking would have just changed.
Right.
Like, even from the point of like my choices after high school, like I would have just instilled other things in myself. I'm not gonna go too deep, but I would have warned my mother. I would have took the time to dedicate myself to the sports more in the fact of just the discipline level, the discipline mentality. And then I would have like pushed that into my grades and would have cultivated it all together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the mentality I had, even I was in business then, but I just didn't push it the same way. I would have just took my mindset and pushed it there. I'm not gonna say, so that was junior year. I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna like directly affect me at 21, 22 past. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about from that small time period, I would just did those things.
Now let me ask you this: when it came to and just you made me think of something. Not that I forgot about it, but as far as a life-changing pivotal point, this is not the one I'm choosing, and I'm not going with this one. But you just made me think. So I didn't even know you went through that. Your mom passed. Yeah. I lost my mom to cancer too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was 23.
I was 21.
And tomorrow's her birthday, so you know what I'm saying. Rest in peace, Gail Yvonne Surratt. You know what I'm saying. Tomorrow's her birthday. You know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, that definitely changed some directions for me because I was definitely a mama's boy, you could say. I was close to my mom's, man. So I feel you on that. You know what I'm saying, in that whole situation. But I was gonna say too, when you said that's what you would have chose that kind of changed the direction of your thinking altogether. Not to sidebar too far, but I just want to give some content to maybe a portion of that era for you. What do you feel like, maybe not purposely, but do you feel like you wasn't around for your mother like you should have been?
Of course.
Okay.
But as in, we talking like sickness or before sickness?
That's a good question too. I get what you're saying before sickness.
Before
you would kind of pushed her to do some stuff. But I mean, once
she became sick.
Yeah.
I mean, once I graduated, it was 2011. Graduated June 11th. Boom. That fall, like maybe August. Boom. Automatically sick. Right after graduate, a couple months after. So, we did, like, the family, we banded together, like we definitely did whatever. Like, it was definitely a lot of growing for me because I went from like being the only child for my mother to like becoming the parent. She became more of a child because she became so weak that, like, you know, she would stay with different family, would take care of her. But so I did do certain things, but it's still just like you always say if you knew more, you would do more.
You would do more.
So like,
yeah, bro.
I just would.
I've been
in the treatment center with her. You know what I'm saying? I've sat there with her.
Right.
But I just still, in my head, was more like, oh, Superwoman. Okay, we here. I just would have like invested more time in learning more.
I definitely would have.
And I definitely didn't learn a lot about it, but it's still just like, even learning after, like, even the way they treat cancer is more like it's a Russian roulette. Like when with treatment, it's not
Well,
like
it's
this
not a
treatment-
definite
That
boom,
treatment
boom.
is not the treatment to cure that cancer, because
Yeah.
cancer destroys the body. We're not gonna go that deep into it right now.
No,
But you get my point, though.
and even
So-
through remission, you know, when I'm saying that right, that was a remission.
You know remission.
When they get better, when it's gone, supposed to be gone, yeah, it can still come back, because that's what happened to my mom. Hers went through remission, and then it came back, and my people didn't even tell me about it the second time. You know what I'm saying? So by the time when she passed, it was a surprise to me. You know what I mean? So it was crazy. It was a crazy time. And I also sat in her treatments and stuff like that. And every time I would walk over there, I would walk or ride my bike just right before I got a whip. And she would tell me, go enjoy yourself. Don't go do you. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't. But I still wish I would have grasped on to her whole being, whole essence, man, a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But let me stop before we don't finish this video. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm rocking the shirt, baby. Keep your heart 3 stacks. Keep your heart. You know what I mean? That's I wear this joint every year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so you said that's what you would. Okay, so let me tell my scenario real quick, and then we'll shoot back in to like a conglomerate thing. So for me, it was I think for me it would have been, and it's crazy because it's almost right around the same time that my mom was sick. I was going through a lot myself. I was just getting out of a relationship that was detrimental to me, you know what I'm saying? I had an ex-fiance that had she had lost a child, but not only that, she had basically cheated on me behind my back with one of my, who I thought at the time was one of my best friends. And now where I'm going with this, I do believe that there are certain things that you should go through. That's what makes you today. Even the bad stuff makes you who you are today. You know what I'm saying? It gives you strength where you probably needed it. But I'm almost on the same level as you, where my mindset was focused on the wrong things. It really was the wrong things. I mean, even though you young, you feel like you fall in love and this, that, and the third, it can engulf you to the point where you neglect. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's one thing I did, was neglect my mother's situation when it first evolved. But that's another story. But what I will say is, I guess what I would have told myself is, hey, this is not the end all be all. You're gonna have a much greater life. But when you go into your next relationship, because my next relationship was actually with my now wife. It was actually boom, right there. So, but when I went into the situation, to be honest, I did kind of go into a rebound situation. And it's not saying that I don't believe that my wife that is now with my now wife with me now wasn't meant for me. I think everything happens for a divine purpose. But maybe starting off our relationship would have been a little bit smoother, and it would have probably directed us and our relationship to a much higher level starting off, to where we would have probably got a lot of places fast earlier than now. You know what I'm saying? So that was a huge thing for me, and I would definitely tell myself to spend more time with my mother. You know what I'm saying? I was always a grinder, so the work ethic was there. So it's not too much I would change with that. I might have finished college. I didn't finish college, but I might have finished that. But I would have definitely gave myself some. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I was actually contemplating suicide back then. In between, before I met my now wife, when I was going through what I was going through, I felt I was by myself, alone. Even though family was there, they weren't there because I wasn't letting them in. You know what I'm saying? So I was holding a lot of things in. That stuff can eat you up. You feel me? So it deflected a lot of decisions that I should have made because I was concentrated on that. And you know, suicide is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So to my people out there contemplating that is always a better way. You know what I'm saying? There's always an out from that. So don't let that be your end all be all.
Don't let that take you over.
Exactly. I'm not even gonna change it now because I see now we're not even mic'd up.
What you mean?
But you can still hear it. It's just not gonna be on the mic. Yeah. So we still good, but
right.
My bad on that fault. Hey, this happens in the beginning, baby. It's only the second episode. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get this right. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely would have told myself those things. And to some people, what we saying might sound small, but you gotta understand when there are pivotal turns in people's lives that it may just be that one small thing that could have changed a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Small things have big impressions.
One grain of rice can tip the scale.
So you know, it ain't got to be something elaborate like, oh man, I would have boom, you know what I'm saying, something on a large scale for everybody. Nah, it's just the truth. You really got to look back and say, you know, what would I have done different? I'm pretty sure if you're a sound person, you've thought about that. You've had thoughts on, you know, what you would have done different, or you know, maybe not so much change a lot, but if you just would have went about something differently, a different way, you know. So, but everything happens for a reason, man. Ain't no way to change it, you know. It's a good thought for the soul, you know what I'm saying? Because what you don't want to do, what this get you to start thinking, is things that I can change now, that I don't have this same mentality or this same deja vu effect when I'm then 50 or 60 or whatever. Like, hey, when I was Juice age now, when I was, you know, Nell's age now, like, I would have done this different. So you can start evaluating yourself now and saying, am I doing everything that I could be doing? Am I spending time with the people that I need to spend time with? Am I treating people good? Am I treating people fair? Am I treating people right? You know what I'm saying? Am I lacking in the work ethic department? You know, can I be doing that better? Could I be working on some ideas that I had that I've been, you know what I'm saying, putting to the back burner? Like, these are things you need to do in present so that you're not faced with thinking regrets. On it, you know, when you get older.
5 years from now and be like, 5 years ago I could have.
Right.
Instead of I could have, I did it. I changed the trajectory of my future.
Of my whole future.
By doing it now.
Yep.
You know, it just takes that one moment for you to be like, oh, I'm done with this.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm ready to start this. Or I'm going to do this. You know, there's so many people, like, if you really study history, they fail. You have to fail to grow. Like, you don't just pick up a basketball, go to the court, and make every shot.
Oh, well, I did that when I was...
I don't see no jersey. I don't see no contract.
I chose football, man.
Yeah,
so.
I still don't see no contract. I don't see no rings. I don't see no Super Bowl.
Anyways, man, get back to your thoughts.
I'm just
man.
saying.
Get back to your
So
thoughts.
my point is, it takes practice. It takes practice. It takes effort. It takes for you to fall and get down to pick yourself back up consistently. Like you don't. It just doesn't happen. So you know.
Yeah, facts. No, I'm with you. I'm with you 100%.
It's just one of the things. Just really, just like remember these days where it's like, dang, I wish I did this, and find out how to do that now. Like, I would say that I'll go back for my discipline with the sports thing. Now, I enjoy constructive criticism.
Right.
Like, you could be like, well, I think you should do this. I will listen to it. I evaluate it. And if I think it's something that will construct me in a better way, I appreciate it. I may even thank you and learn from that. And that's how I'm just personally trying to grow. Also, like, when it even comes to family, now it's like, I'm more hands-on. Like, how you feel today? You good? Mentally, physically, spiritually. When I talk to my family friends,
Mentally, physically, I say that all the time.
Yeah, you got to like, hey, you good? And learning to spend more time with them, even if it's an extra phone call or text a week. You never know.
What it would do.
Not just you never know when you could lose somebody. So it's just like being more consistent with that. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Even,
oh yeah.
Now it's like, what's my next steps for career-wise and for school and this. Instead of thinking about like, well, when I was a junior, I could have. Well, as who I am right now, what I'm going to do next to skyrocket to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I be.
And you know what that is? We haven't talked about in these videos, but this is one thing I always preach and live by. You gotta set goals in life, yo. Whether it's every 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I always say 5 years is a decent time frame. Unless you're doing something, you can narrow it down to two years, but you need to give yourself goals. Where do you see yourself in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? What things do you want to have accomplished in that time frame? Because if you're not, you could just float through time and not have a purpose.
Facts.
And it would be pointless. You know what I'm saying? And then you would have, could have, should have, but you didn't.
Yeah.
So you gotta have goals so 10 years don't slip by and you like, dang, you know that one thing I was supposed to do? I ain't did it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, give yourself goals, man. Just like doing an assignment for school. You gotta have it turned in by the 30th. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in life. Look, I plan to, if things don't happen that way, at least you're that much closer to it because you're working towards it. So if it don't happen exactly in 2 years and it happens on the 3rd year, it may not happen for the 15th year if you didn't have a plan. So yeah, he said that bit that you gotta plan that out. You gotta have some type of direction, just period, for life, man, because it's not easy. There's a lot of distractions, man, that will get you caught up in a sense where you time pass by and you lose out on things that you could have had, that you could have done, that you could have had for your family. You know what I'm saying? You miss some great opportunities. You don't want to live with that, man. So definitely 100%, man. Set life goals for yourself, man. Short term goals.
When they don't turn out how you want, try 101, and then try 102, and try the 103rd time, and just keep trying. That doesn't mean just because it doesn't work the first or second time, it wasn't meant for you.
Exactly.
You have to be consistent. You have to have that mentality. Like, I'm not gonna give up.
Yeah.
Because you hear the stories about all these people, how many books they wrote, how many times they got turned down from acting gigs and this and that. It doesn't always happen like that. You have to show consistency.
Got to.
You have to. If you want that job and you got turned down by 13 different restaurants, go to the 14th. If you want to be a banker and you got turned down by 6 different banks, go to bank number 7. And then even maybe before you go to bank number 7 or the restaurant number 14, be like, let me find out what I'm doing wrong, potentially.
There you go. I was waiting for you to say that.
Go to Barnes & Noble. Go to your public library that's free. Read books. Gather information about how to be better in interviews or how to specify what you actually looking for during the interview.
Hold on. Go back. You said do what to books? I don't think they heard you. Do what with books? Read?
Yeah.
So don't always run to Google.
I mean, you can, but why what's wrong with reading a book?
Nothing's wrong with it. People don't do it no more. So I'm just saying.
I mean, but all circumstances are different. So like, there's times where you can read a book that's 300 pages and you have the time to, and sometimes you do need to go on YouTube where you can skim the book.
No, yeah, I agree doing both.
You know, yeah.
I'm just saying, reading has become a pastime that people don't do no more. You know what I'm saying? There's original information that can't be manufactured like it can be online.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Even if you audible with your headphones.
Facts. Or cross-reference. Don't just go with the first thing you see. Go look up see if the information is consistent. And go off of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like he said, you definitely have to stay consistent with what your goals are. Don't give up just because they're not happening when you expect them to happen. Because it's the thing. Life still goes on. You know what I'm saying? You ain't went nowhere. You still gotta keep walking. You still gotta keep making it through this life. So what is it is if it don't happen in the first 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years? Now you still got 60 plus years on this earth. Yeah. So if it don't happen to your 58th, it happened. Yeah. It happened. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you stop everything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You simultaneously, you still keep other things going, but that one thing you don't have to just give up and be like, oh, it didn't work out in the time frame in that 2 years, man. So I'm just if that's something you really truly believe in, do it. Because I always say nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes without some type of work ethic. You know what I'm saying? You have to show that. You know what I'm saying? Because anything that good that comes fast doesn't always last.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? So, definitely you're invested in yourself. That's how you gotta look at it. You're invested in yourself. So, do you just give up on yourself every time it get hard? Every time things get difficult? Every time things don't look like it's manageable? Nah, you can't give up on yourself. Don't expect other people not to give up on you if you're giving up on yourself.
Yeah, that's facts. If you give up on yourself,
you can't. Know what I'm saying? What I'm doing? I'm wasting my time. If you giving up because you not, it's gonna take you to pull yourself through. I can't do it for you. He can't do it for you. Yeah. You can't do it for me. I can't do it for him. We can help each other along, but it's still at the end of the day, it's what you do, what you decide to do with it. If you decide to progress, you know what I'm saying? So, this is another good one, man. This is another one that you could deep dive into. You can go different areas, but this is just a convo to get the intellect sparking, get your self-evaluation going and helping you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we try. That's what this is for, man. So if this can help you in a way where you might start doing some things that's gonna, elevate you, skyrocket you, then hey, we did our job. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
Yeah, always. You know what I'm saying?
You like to share.
So we got another banger. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, keep rocking with us. Keep looking for the content to come out because we're gonna keep. It's definitely coming. Yes, sir. So, the ones that are already supporting and rocking, appreciate you. Salute.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, please, definitely. If you enjoyed it, and you did, if you made it this far, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Let's get the info. If it helped you, it's gonna help somebody else. So let's get that information out there, and come back for more.
Sir.
Always come back for more. So we're gonna let this one out. You know what I'm saying? We're letting everybody know. Definitely, I'm a insert some links to the other channels in this post. I didn't do it on the last one. I'm gonna do it in this post in the description here. So you can come check out the other channels. You'll even see Juice in another one. You know what I mean? So we trying to do big things that's gonna open things up for today. You know what I'm saying, for you guys, man. So until the next one, we're gonna holler at you. It's your boy Nails Speaking Life, aka Nails the Life Speaker, your neighborhood biggest hope dealer.
Yes, sir.
And my boy
Juice. Simple as can be. Let's get
Big
it.
Juice.
Simple.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And definitely comment, y'all. If you got any questions or something you want to throw out there, please throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Or something y'all would like us to talk about, throw it in the comments also. You know what I'm saying? We open. All right. So until the next one, y'all be safe.
Appreciate y'all.
Progressing is progression. So keep doing it.
I'm dreaming of this, I'm dreaming of that. A matter of fact, I'm dreaming of new, I'm dreaming of ooh.